I was home alone when I heard the front door lock from the inside. My parents left for the weekend, and for the first time, the house was completely mine. Before going to bed, I checked every door. Front door locked, back door locked, windows closed. I even checked the garage. Everything was secure. Around 1:42 a.m., I woke up to a sound I didn't recognize at first. A soft metallic click. It took my brain a few seconds to understand what it was. A lock turning. Downstairs, I held my breath and listened. No footsteps, no movement, just silence that felt deliberate. I opened my phone to check the security app. All cameras were online, no alerts. Then my phone vibrated, a text message from an unknown number. "You didn't check the back door." My heart dropped. I knew I had checked it. I stayed in my room until morning, too scared to move. When the police arrived, they found nothing wrong. No forced entry, no signs of anyone else. But before they left, one officer paused. He pointed at my bedroom door. The lock was turned from the outside. In the dead of night, when the world is hushed and shadows stretch like grasping fingers, some streets hold secrets darker than the twilight they're cloaked in. Under the faint, flickering glow of a lone street lamp, the manicured lawns and silent sleeping houses of the suburbs become a stage for a chilling drama, a place where the ordinary is about to be shattered by the truly monstrous. The air hangs heavy, thick with an unspoken dread, as if the very wind is holding its breath, waiting for the curtain to rise on a nightmare. This is a story that begins where safety ends, on a quiet street that will soon be infamous. It started with a calling card, as subtle as it was sinister, left on the pristine welcome mat of a home that was, until hours ago, a picture of domestic tranquility, was a single wilting black rose. Its petals, the color of dried blood, were already curling at the edges, a macabre promise of decay. In the background, the stark yellow of police tape slices through the pre-dawn gloom, a jarring intrusion into this peaceful world. This was not a random act of vandalism. It was a signature, a declaration from an artist whose medium was fear and whose canvas was the lives of the unsuspecting. For the investigators arriving on the scene, this fragile dying flower was the first piece of a terrifying puzzle. The investigation became an obsession, a frantic race against a phantom. Days blurred into a montage of grim discovery. We see a detective, his face etched with exhaustion, staring at a wall of crime scene photos, each image a testament to the killer's cold precision. The victims, the locations, the hauntingly similar black roses, it all pointed to a meticulous planner, someone who reveled in the details. The search led them away from the polished suburban homes and into the forgotten corners of the city, through a murky, overgrown garden where thorny vines snaked around forgotten statues. Each overturned stone and rustle of leaves felt like a taunt from a ghost who was always one step ahead. But this was no mere specter. This was a legacy of terror, born in the shadows and passed down through the fog of time. As the first light of dawn struggles to pierce the oppressive mist, a lone figure moves with unnatural grace. We see only a silhouette, a fleeting shadow that melts into the dense, rolling fog as if it were a part of it. The Black Rose Killer, as the papers would soon call him, vanishes, leaving behind only a trail of withered flowers and a city gripped by a fear that would linger long after the fog had cleared. The story was far from over. It had just taken root. I didn't realize how quiet the house was until I turned off the TV. The silence felt immediate, heavy, like the walls were suddenly paying attention. I was home alone that night, sitting on the couch with all the lights off except for one lamp in the corner. It was almost 1 a.m. when I heard a sound that didn't belong. A soft shuffle, coming from the kitchen. I froze and listened. A few seconds later, the sound happened again. Identical. Same length. Same rhythm, like a recording being replayed. I stood up and whispered, "Hello?" The word barely left my mouth when I heard it again. "Hello?" Same voice, same tone, mine. My heart started racing as I slowly backed toward the hallway. Every step I took, I heard another step match it. Perfectly. When I stopped, it stopped. When I breathed, I heard breathing. Slightly delayed, like something was learning how to be me. I locked myself in my bedroom and stayed there until sunrise. The next morning, I found muddy footprints in the kitchen. They were barefoot, and they stopped right where I'd been standing the night before, facing the hallway, as if something had been practicing.